What's up guys, Scorch here, and today for you guys I have another Unturned modding video. Yeah, something like that, I don't know. So this is an update to my other video. So right now we have GTA Buffalo police car, yada yada yada. Some emission textures. With that is just this texture dragged back over it. So these are both using the same texture. The only difference is this is the emissive one. So I just did this and then Control D to duplicate it. Then I renamed it. Check the emission box. Then went back up here and just dragged this over top of here, and then that'll light it up emissively with this texture rather than just using a plain solid texture from somewheres. Not there. Somewheres. I don't know. Game maybe? Model vehicle lights, there we go. So like, instead of using these, which is just that solid color, you're using the actual texture color. So that's how you do that. Flash windows, if you want it transparent, just change that. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to put emission, change the smoothness or nothing. Let's see, what else did I do? Did the same thing with this, just emission. Copied that over. So yeah, lots of textures for this one. Lots of different mesh for this one. Yeah, that's a lot. But I got most of it done. So if I just drag this back in here, double click that, zoom in. There's a couple things that I didn't do, like for example this wheel, because I want to re-show you how to do that. It's an update video, so you know, found some new stuff found some new stuff out about that. So yeah, and then headlights, sirens, and taillights and stuff like that. I found some new stuff about that too. So we're gonna import that. That's just our front tire. It's the only thing that we didn't change. So if you can label this as either just model or model underscore 0, it works the same either way. And then just all this stuff, again, light probes off for anything that you import. Vehicle tagging layer for anything in this model folder, or prefab something, I don't know. So model for everything that's in there. Tires. The tires. Alright, so we're gonna do this wheel right now. So wheel 0. That's what we're on. So we're gonna delete these. Yep, we don't need any more. And we're doing this wheel, so we're gonna go this side. Then rather than trying to put the wheel in the center, we're just gonna double click on this, and that's gonna automatically center that. From here, what we can do is we can click this wheel 0 thing, go over to our move tool, zoom in, and just keep kind of placing that in the middle. Then we're going to lock our scroll wheel again. Click on tire until the axes show up again. We're going to zoom in as far as we can, and then we're going to put our thumb actually on the screen right up against that. Then we're going to check that, and okay. So if we just look at it, so wheel 0 might have to come up a little bit, so we're going to turn our DPI down. Oop, that was a little too high. So right there you see this line and that line don't move. The arrows might move, but as long as these lines don't move, then we're good. They move a little bit down here, but that's just that way and that way, so I'm not worried about it. Now we gotta zoom back out. Okay, so now we gotta go from this way. And then, again, make sure you're on wheel 0. And just drag that into the center. And we don't want to move it this way because it's already this way from this side, pointing that way in. This way, viewing it from this way, that should be pretty close to this. So they should disappear at about the same time. And then from here, we're just going to put our thumb on this side, on the left side of this, of the y-axis bar. Just put it right up against your screen. Just don't press down too hard. You don't want to ruin your screen. And then we're just going to drag that over to the edge of your thumb. And that should get it pretty close. If it has to move a little bit, then that's fine. Then we're going to delete LED 1. Move that down to 3%. It's supposed to be on the right side of 3%, like the low end side rather than the high end side. But it doesn't matter, as long as it's 3%. And then now we're going to edit the box collider. I'm just going to kind of watch down here, actually. We're going to go over here, uncheck that, there we go. Now we don't have any more of that interrupting us. And actually, we're going to take off wheel 2, because that one sticks out a little bit on the back. Back over here, re-edit the box collider. I zoom in usually until it's about at the edge of the screen, and then I just move it. If you click off, it's fine. It auto-saves the box collider. This way doesn't matter as much as this way. So for here, I just kind of get it close to start off. In the first video, I think I told you guys just to get it kind of close and then call it even. But now you want to press and hold middle click and pan your view. Zoom in pretty close. We're going to unlock our scroll wheel. Like, you want that really close to the edge because that'll help eliminate sometimes if you zoom in too far, that box will disappear. So then just zoom out. Just go as close as you can. Alright, so now that's good. Now we can drag both of these into here. That's just saying it's going to break that, but it's fine. Nope. We forgot to create an empty. Rename this as model, layer it as small, or tag it as small and layer it as small. Then those go in there. Then both those can get minimized, that can go add, and it's just whatever these two are, so just anything with 0 after it. So on here, add small spec map 0 and tire 0. Then just recalculate. You can now bring that one back, and then we're doing this one, so tires 0. Drag that one. Sadly, the axes for this are like way up here for some reason. Radius, what radius do we use? 695. And that should get us pretty darn close all the way around. Lower DPI all the way for this. Just coming out on all 4 sides. Turn DPI back. Mass, we want that to be changed to 3.5. Yep, okay, so that's good now. So now our sirens. I'm just going to go from the top down. And Siren 0 is this one. So we want that to be over Siren 0. And the color is going to be red. And then this one, I'm just going to go over here. And we'll make that blue. So then, alright, we're going to relock our scroll wheel. And actually, if we turn model 0 back on, you can see that on the front here, there's some lights, and we can put some sirens up here, and some sirens in the back over here, maybe some in the windows, these things up here, stuff like that. Actually, those are police scanners, never mind. But yeah, we can do that. These we do want to be on point, because that'll just be at that point. That's where the light emits from. So we can go ahead and duplicate this, and that'll be renamed as Siren 0 then. Pretty much the sirens you always want to be on point. And then that's on that side, so we'll move that up. To there. But we want it on that one. And then from here we can duplicate this one. Rename that one. Same spot. Except on the other side. I think those are actually those two, so those ones will be duplicates of the original. And it doesn't matter what order these are in. We're just going to move both of these at the same time. Put those down there. Oops. Then just select one, drag that out till it's good. Select just the other, drag that one out till it's good. Alright, what else do we want? So we got 4 in the front, 2 on the roof, put some in the back. Probably just 1 on either side, actually. Yeah, because it was not on the side to put anything, so so then those two are going to go back here. Rid of those. Then, just like the front ones, these are going to switch sides. That one's going to go right there. This one's going to go right there in between the 2 white things. Up one more. There we go. So then, that should all be good. Oh no, if you press and hold left Alt, you can also get this thing. Otherwise, just right click. It's the same thing. Okay, so that's the sirens. Now we gotta do the headlights. So headlights are from this way. So you have the point lamp, another point lamp, and a spot lamp. We're gonna delete the spot lamp. Move both of these up to about there. Then move them out until they're in the center of the light, roughly. The light is this outer part. We can also check that by going down here and just removing that. So that's the highlighted part is the light. Then these lamps are going to do directional. So it's like that now. Or no, spot. We're going to do spot. Okay. 15, we're going to change that to 10 so that it aims up a little higher. Range, we're going to do 64. Spot angle, we're going to change that to 60. Indirect multiplier 0. And render mode important. Then we're just going to do the same thing on this one. So 10, spot, 60, 64, 0, and important. And now, those are our headlights. So they actually show up like actual headlights would. And if these were part of the headlights too, these sirens up in front of those were part of the headlights. I tried to get that part of the headlight, but I couldn't because it uses a different texture, and you can't use this sort of model setup with the headlights. Or as far as I know, you can't. So the headlights are done. Now we're going to work on the taillights. The taillights should be easier. Or, well, really by easier I mean define easier, but we're going to, there we go. So you know what, we're going to put that one right close to the edge of that. Same thing with that. This one's also going to be directional. However, no, spot. See how it goes that way? Yeah, we gotta change it. 180 on that, and then we're gonna go 25 down. And then only 16, and we're gonna leave that at 30. Change that to 0, change that to important, and do the same thing with this one. So 180, 25, spot, 16, 0, important. So now these will shine down, and the reason that they're so angled so far down is because otherwise it'd shine out, it'd start shining and hitting the ground like there-ish, so you wouldn't be able to see it when you're driving behind the car. This way you can kind of see it. Yeah, I don't know, it really depends on where you turn your camera to look. But yeah, that's how you do the tail lights then. So alright, so we did the wheels, we did the sirens. The only thing that I didn't realize that we needed to do is, okay, so go on siren, copy over that, that replaces that siren file. Vehicle, the only one on here is engine medium, so we replace that. Delete that, move that down to 3%, and add all the V's. Did I get detail too? Yes, I did. That's fire, we don't need fire. Headlight model, we need that. Seats, those go in themselves. Siren models, we need those. Siren controller, we need that. That's just another random texture. We need that. Smoke we don't need. Taillight we need that. So yeah, there's a there's a lot of stuff in here. Lots of textures. Oh, the glory. Alright, so then, like these seats and stuff, these all get an LOD group with the seat in it. That's just the top part. Seats and stuff are already moved. Biggest thing I think is move all of these nodes before you drag and drop the mesh into it. So bumper we still have to change. Navigation we still have to change. Sound, there's no audio clip for that. Fire, we remove that. I think just vehicle colliders we have now. I'm just gonna raise that one up a little. Put it out side to side a little further. Roof collision. Actually, we're just going to put that right to that. Just because, I mean, that's up the highest, so might as well. Alright, so now that we got all that we can delete, because we don't need that no more. That we can delete, because we're just going to drag that back down in. So now what we do is we right click on all this stuff. We leave bumper, nav, seats, and tires. Delete. Rename this clip. And also remove LOD and audio. So we drag that down in. And there we have it. So now I was going to do masterbundle tool, but for whatever reason it doesn't want to spawn visible in servers. It creates an empty box. It creates an invisible box collider that just is a box of rubber banding. Like you try and walk into it and it just rubber bands you back out. So we're just going to do regular bundle tool. It's fast, easy, done. Export. So now we have that. So now we don't need that yet. So now we can focus on this. Buffalo Police. For this, all I did was I took where's the P's? Police German. I just copied this, rename that, rename the English file, edit the DAT. Deleted the GUID, put a custom ID on it, changed the rarity, changed the speed min to max, changed health min max, health, fuel min max, fuel, trunk storage space. For this, since we're using Unity yada yada yada, we need this here, asset bundle version 2. Well, I guess we really don't need it, but this we need, because we changed the wheel stuff. Otherwise, the vehicle will just kind of bounce around. Just not really sure what that does, but it's in a lot of DAT files, so I figured I'd put it in here just to be safe. And then since we're regular bundling it and not master bundling it, we need this line in here. And then that'll be it, because it'll regen the GUID. So then we just put that in there. Right there. Mountain City PL. That's the server I'm making this for. I'm also making a fugitive, so I have that to do. But this is an update video, so that is what I have. Then we just load it up into Unturned, and it'll get a GUID for this in that DAT file. And then, from there, you can upload it. So, from here, I don't know, I put Unturned upload folder. That's just this, so like screenshots and stuff will go inside this folder in here right next to this, because that's the file path we're gonna need, so you can copy that. And then in here the fugitive police will be in here, and the Buffalo police will be in here, and actually we need a new text document labeled vehicle meta, just blank, nothing goes in there, not sure why. Not really sure what would happen if you uploaded it without the GUID, so we need to load this up and go in story mode. Or actually, it might not even need to do that. I think it has a GUID already. Unturned root directory, bundles, vehicles, Buffalo police. That it does. So, now, copy that. Copy that. So now everything from here is right in here. So now that one's all set. I just have to make that, and then we can upload it. But just go submit. Vehicle for real public. This one is going to be M City vehicles, because mountain city.pl vehicles is too long of a name. Collection path, that's the collection path from before. Oops. Oops. Come on, get it together. Alright, so that is this right here. That's with Buffalo Police, Fugitive Police, and Vehicles.meta. Preview image, that would be whatever image you have here. So say it's called scenic.png, so it'd be that file location with a / or a backslash. I think that's a backslash. And then that'll be that. I don't know. So the specified file does not exist. That's because we don't actually have it in there, but that'll call for that picture in that location. Change note. This is just, say, I don't know, 1.0. I don't know. Just version. That's version 1. You don't have to put that in there. That's just change notes. Not really sure what that is. If you haven't already, click that. Check both of these. You can either scroll down to the bottom and hit accept both again. And then from here, what you just do is, once this is all set, you have all your vehicles done, you have the name selected, you have the preview image selected. Preview image I don't think you need. Could be wrong. Cannot be empty. Okay, so you do need a preview image. So that's what that'll be. And then you just hit create, and it'll open up Steam. Stem. Yep. So I'm on Steam. It'll open up the workshop, wherever that is, workshop. this. There we go. Oh. Then it'll be under your files, and then it'll say M-City Vehicles. And then it'll have whatever image you put up here. Right now this one is master bundled, which is why the only comment on here is currently the vehicle spawn invisible and cannot be driven. If anyone knows how to fix this, contact me. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to regular bundle it. I can replace this. It'll work the same as any other vehicle. So like IDs, that's actually the wrong ID. So it'll spawn the vehicle, bundling it like this. It'll spawn this vehicle. It's the wrong thing. I didn't want to open that. It'll spawn this vehicle with that ID. And not that. Get out of here. Come on, brain function. And this vehicle with that ID. So it's really the only difference between doing regular bundles this way and doing a master bundle is the master bundle will load it faster. Although I haven't figured out how to get master bundles to spawn in on servers yet, so we're just gonna do this. And you know, honestly, I think this is way easier than doing master bundles, because master bundles, there's a ton more stuff you gotta do. In here, you gotta do, so like this stuff, this can't be like this. This can't just be, oh yeah, folder, vehicle, done. Now this has gotta be some sort of asset location, and then new, and then say test master bundle, and then this has to have an asset new of test dot master bundle, and then that's got to be set as that. And then in here, so say it's a vehicle, then so then you got tets, yes, test, then vehicles, then your test vehicle with your vehicle prefab and your clip prefab and your audio files and stuff like that. And then from there you'd go to the master bundle tool and check that, and then that'll show up down here. And then you have to click that. Then you have to figure out the location of your masterbundle.dat file, and it's a mess. So yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. There's tutorial videos on that. I'll put one in the description of the one that I kind of use to try and figure out how to do master bundles. But yeah, that's everything new that I learned. And for this stuff, like with the clip, if you leave the LOD, like if you leave the LOD group and the audio source, it should be fine. That shouldn't matter. It's just that's what's done with all the other ones. They just take out the LOD group because it's pointless, and then the audio source because that's also pointless. It's just there's no need for it in the clip. But yeah. So yeah, hopefully I'll figure out how to make clothing soon. I got a friend who's making clothing for me, so I'll figure out how to do that when he gets that over. I figured out how to do helicopters, so if y'all want me to do a video on that, I can do that too. That's that right here. Hepiclopters. Yep. This has got tons of box gliders, so yeah, lots of fun. But yeah, then we'll be doing weapons too, so I'll make some videos on that stuff. We'll be doing I don't know. I wanted to do some items. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I get to. But yeah, that's everything new that I learned. So this is the update video. Clearly not as long as the other one. This is just I just wanted to go back through and cover everything new that I learned since the last video, and just kind of summarize it, give you guys all the new information. This way, y'all know how to do stuff fully and not just, I don't know. And actually, what we're gonna do is, right, for figure out my key bindings. We're going to load in a PEI real quick, just because it loads the fastest, and we're going to spawn in this vehicle to show you what all we did with the headlights and taillights and stuff like that. So, slash vehicle, what was it, 11954? Yeah. So yeah, see how it's like that in the back, and then the headlights are like that. Sirens are like that. It'd be nice if there were some actual emissive lights in the front and back and stuff like that, but sadly that's not the case. And the lights actually light up too. One thing I noticed is that's kind of loud. One thing I noticed is if you label the headlights, like the headlight model, as headlight model, so if you label this as this or as this, they'll always be emissive. They'll just constantly be emissive. So it has to be like this: capital first letter over here, or capital H, capital M, with an underscore, with an S after both of these, and then obviously T for taillights. But yeah, other than that, they'll just stay on all the time, and yeah, they'll constantly be emissive. So like, it'll be like this, but you won't have these headlight nodes on. So like, it'll be like, the car will be off, the headlights will be off, but the headlights themselves, the mesh, that'll still be emissive. And same thing with the taillights. So the taillights will be on like that all the time, and it's like, somebody might, I mean, if they're like that, they're gonna see the white, but if they're like this, and you have the headlights off, but the taillights, you label them as taillight underscore model, capital T, capital M, they'd be emissive, and it'd be really easy to spot. But trying to shut the lights off without you know, yeah, I don't know what that noise was. It's like, hey, you plugged something in, but you didn't plug something in, so we're gonna make a noise. And on that note, I don't know, we'll see what the next video is. But yeah, that's everything for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed, hope y'all learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.